Good evening and welcome to News at 9. First, the highlight. Lagos State Task Force arrests 54 suspects over illegal ticketing extortion. President Tinubu in Borno State to evaluate flood impacts. And on the foreign scene, authorities evacuate over 40,000 people in Polish city of Nse as floods batter Central Europe. And in sports, former Super Eagles head coach reveals reason for leaving role. Now the news in details. I am Team Dayo. Anthony. The Lagos State Task Force apprehended 54 individuals involved in illegal ticketing and extortion activities targeting trucks and commercial vehicles entering the state. The arrests were made in Isolo, Mushi, Apapa, Mile 2 and Lagos Badagry Expressway. Speaking on the arrests, Chairman of the Lagos State Task Force, Dayo emphasized that these enforcement exercises are part of the agency's mandate to put an end to such unlawful practices. Akarele noted that ongoing operation is part of the wider effort by the task force to restore law and order across Lagos, ensuring that businesses can operate without the threat of extortion by touts and other legal actors. He urged residents and business owners to report suspicious activities to the agency and assures the public that further arrests will be made to curb the widespread menace. According to him, the arrested suspects will be charged to court immediately. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, has commenced an intensive 3-day in-house training program designed to enhance the operational efficiency and service delivery standards of its senior officers. This training, which was launched on Monday at the LASMA headquarters by Special Advisor to the Governor on Transportation, Sholagiwa, will delve into a broad array of critical topics, including diplomatic enforcement, stress management and wellness, ethical and professional excellence, collaborative team synergy, elevated communication techniques, and emotional intelligence and empathy. Lagiwa noted that this training underscores LASMA's unwavering commitment to continuous capacity enhancement and operational excellence, ensuring that senior officers are well armed with necessary skills and insight to excel their roles. According to him, since the beginning of the year, LASMA has prioritized the training and retraining of its personnel, as over 3,000 officers have undergone specialized instructions in various aspects of traffic management. The Lagos State Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Cornelius Ojalabi, has urged Nigerians to unite in the spirit of Eid Maulud and work together towards a brighter future, regardless of faith or background. Ojalabi, who wished the Muslim faithful a joyous and peaceful Eid Maulud, charged them to embrace love and peace as they commemorate the birth of the Holy Prophet Muhammad. He also urged Muslims and all Nigerians to emulate the spirit of brotherhood and oneness that Prophet Muhammad made the cornerstone of his religious beliefs and values. The APC boss assured Nigerians that the government is dedicated to improving economic opportunities and job creation, promoting social justice and equality, enhancing healthcare and education services, as well as strengthening security and protecting communities. And now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu has arrived in Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, to commiserate with the government and people of the state following the recent flood disaster. President Tinubu assured the displaced persons that the camp of that government would provide support. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, reported that the flood began after the Alao Dam overflowed following heavy rains, leading to the worst flooding the town has experienced in 30 years. NEMA stated that more than 23,000 households were affected by the rapid rise of water following the rupture of Alao Dam on the Nagat River, located 20 kilometers off south of Maiduguri. Now, the flood devastated major city landmarks, including the Palace of Shehu of Borno State, Omar Gaba El Kanim, and the State Secretariat, the Post Office, the cemetery, the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital. President Tinubu had earlier expressed deep concerns over the flooding and tasked relevant government agencies to expedite rescue efforts. He also called for the immediate evacuation of residents in communities overtaken by floods. The Nigerian Navy Forward Operating Base, Formoso, in Bras local government area of Bayelsa State, has provided free medical services to more than 2,000 residents of the Baletima, one of its most communities. Now, the Navy had earlier conducted a wellness survey to ascertain the relevant health challenges in the community before selecting it for the medical outreach and determining the service provided. The free medical services include routine checkups, medication provision, health education, distribution of insecticide-treated nets, and free medicated glasses, among others. The commanding officer of FOB Formoso, Ifeanyi Chukwu Mabioku, who was represented at the event by Executive Officer Muhammad Abdullahi Gada, stated that the exercise aimed to strengthen and deepen the civil-military relations between the community and FOB Formoso. The beneficiaries praised the Nigerian Navy for the free medical services and expressed satisfaction with the number of tests conducted and medication provided. And now to foreign news. The mayor of Polish city of Yasa has asked for 44,000 residents to evacuate as widespread flooding continues to batter swaths of Central Europe. Yasa Mayor Kardian Kabiaz asked people to head for higher ground, citing the risk of an embankment breaching and releasing a cascade of water into town from nearby lake. The death toll from the floods that hit Central Europe over the weekend continued to rise, with more casualties recorded in Czech Republic, Poland, and Austria. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk said 1 billion zloty will be allocated for flood victims in the country, adding that Poland will also apply for e-relief funds. Chancellor Karl Nehammer said the armed forces had been deployed to offer assistance to storm-hit regions. And now to sport. Former Super Eagles head coach Jose Pizarro has revealed why he decided not to continue with the job. Pizarro said he left the post because of the pressure and stress that comes with it. The Portuguese was in charge of the three-time African champions for 22 months. The 64-year-old gathered the Super Eagles to second position at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. The former Saudi Arabia gaffer left the post after his contract expired in February. Pizarro said the job was special, despite the challenges he encountered while managing the Super Eagles. The former Super Eagles head coach is still without a job since he left Nigeria and said he is waiting for the right project. Now, just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us on like all of our social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 961 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch news and program live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at www.trafficradio961.ng. Now, did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration constructed watchtowers with alarm bells and perimeter fences in model colleges? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Task Force has apprehended 54 individuals involved in illegal ticketing and extortion activities targeting trucks and commercial vehicles entering the state. President Bola Tinubu has arrived in Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, to commiserate with the government and people of the state following the recent flood disaster. We also told you that the mayor of Polish City asked all 44,000 residents to evacuate as widespread flooding continues to batter the swaths of Central Europe. And in sports, former Super Eagles head coach Joseph Pissarro has revealed why he decided not to continue with the job. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends today's broadcast compiled by Kayode Mafalashiri. I am Timmy Dayo. Anthony, many thanks for listening and do have an amazing evening.
Your home for timely, reliable, innovative, and objective traffic reports. That's why we are your team radio on 96.1 dial. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
For me, 2012, we could just drive without information. Information about traffic for road. Information about waiting cause out. Hey, but now, traffic radio, information about traffic for road. Information about waiting cause out. You get better traffic manager with the give and information. Tune in, job, Barashiti, Ojendo, last time waka, inside me, Rema, I might take back to the traffic FM. Now soon. Now. Tune into
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.